Hi guys.
Hi. Welcome back once again to our humble abroad. Since you can see we can't call this a channel, we call this a humble
Oh
abroad.
no, I was wondering what we should call the channel. So
A forum, a platform, a cult, a suite,
anything.
a humble abroad, yeah, whatever it is. Yeah. But like whatever you call, whatever you think this is, welcome. And yeah, so nice to be back once again. Always excited to. This has become something I'm really looking forward to every week now.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
excited about
every
it.
week, yeah,
Always
like-
looking forward to.
I was looking forward to the next one.
Yeah,
I
and-
love it.
We're just talking about how I think we're approaching our 10th. I think this will probably be our 10th upload.
Really?
This one will
Yeah,
probably
okay.
be our 10th upload. Yeah, I'll confirm that. And if I confirm it's actually, in fact, our 10th upload, we're going to celebrate that. I don't know what we're going to celebrate with. Maybe I haven't had soda in a while.
Oh,
So
indulge.
maybe I would indulge myself with some soda or something, because if you're into the business of content creation, sticking with something for the 10th time is not beans. And I really want us to be in the business of celebrating every single win and milestone. So yeah. Once again, I am Tochi. If I didn't introduce myself earlier, sorry.
I'm Seven, and welcome, guys.
Welcome. And we have our song for today from Alex's playlist. So super excited
Yeah.
about this one. The last song from Alex's playlist, my God, it was interesting in that it led us down the rabbit hole where we had to start sharing a lot of things that we like. When we started editing, we realized how much we shared. And if you get to watch that video, which I would attach somewhere here, we had to start cutting off because they were just too personal.
And I'm sorry for that. No, like I'm just sorry.
Sorry, not
because
sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
That went places we didn't expect it to go, and
Yeah.
But one thing I loved about that was actually having to,
For ourselves.
Yeah.
Still keep what we so so the part I called out are things that I think it's just important for us to just keep for ourselves for now, and it's not really necessary, And then also, apart from everything, just so someone doesn't watch it, maybe someone from family or this and then start having sort of different whatever. This is not the time for all that stuff. So yeah. Oh my God, we're getting into too much frivolities right now. So yeah, Alex, so like a bit of a backstory. If you're the first time viewer into this channel, this is our channel, and we do this. Alex and I used to be friends, and we drifted apart for a while and have recently reconnected, and has since then been exploring elements of our personality through music and whatsoever you can think of, just to get how we think and how we just ruminate on things. So yeah. This is from Alex's playlist. Alex, please introduce the song to us.
So this is Frog in Boiling Water by DIIV. So DIIV is a shoegaze band from
Shoegaze. I think we've done the first shoegaze was the Marvelous Orange Tree by DIIV, right?
Yeah. So a lot of my music is gonna sound like what this sounds like.
Period.
Right? So I'm happy to share this one. This is a little different from what we've been covering so far. One thing I like about what we've been doing so far is how, like, seeing how we're changing. We've changed, like, since separating and kind of like reconnecting with each other, and then perspective on like different aspects of life. I
agree.
love this.
I agree.
So the reason I picked this song is because lately I've been looking at everything that's been happening just around, both locally in Nigeria and just like on a global scale. It's been one bad news to another, and like it's just been scary. And one thing that has stuck out to me is how, like, in the midst of everything, as everything is going on, how we've become so numb. Yeah, it's almost like we're not
Those things don't have any impact anymore.
Yeah, so it's this song is about it's about an apocalyptic vision of the end, and like how people are just like, we're just cool with all of that. We're just carrying on as if all of what is happening is not. But let's get into
Let's get into it.
So
let's get into it. Really looking forward.
The first verse, I'm going to take it as
you can take it as you know,
yeah.
as a whole.
So the first verse, all collapse in the sun. Okay, let me introduce the setting with that one. All collapse in the sun. So it's like the introduction of the song is everything collapsing in the sun. So it's giving an image of an ordinary day, a bright, sunny, ordinary day, and then everything is collapsing. Like I said, it's an apocalyptic. So when you see those apocalyptic movies, when like it's a very ordinary day and people just come out and they're going about like their normal day, and suddenly something is happening, everybody's running around, like it's chaos all of a sudden. So you're left confused. You don't like. There's no way to actually like track or like just pick up from any point. So like that's the image I'm getting from here. So okay. So yeah, that's
all collapse in the sun. Okay, I see that.
Yeah, so the hammer and the dance, forever having sun. So the hammer and the dance is a phrase from a pandemic era policy discussion about strict lockdown measures. But pairing that with lighter measures so that life doesn't really feel like it's stalled or something. So, but here it's now like bringing all that into, it's twisting all of that. Yeah, forever having fun. The hammer and the dance, forever having fun. So it's like I see. So something I see, especially with Nigerians and the way they operate, they behave online. With all the kidnappings that have been going on, you see memes come out. You see people making jokes, about all of these skits. Because I've seen, I don't know if you heard of the story about the teacher that was beheaded after, and actually some people make jokes about that. Of course. Yeah, so it's like all of this. The hammer and the dance, like I said, it's like that pandemic period. It's a phrase about a discussion for putting policies in place to actually protect people and limit movement, kind of make community society just stall for a bit so that they can control things. Yeah, control. That period was such like an apocalyptic period because it felt like the world was ending. Like if you go online, you saw the news, people dying in droves, and so it's
and then while we're doing don't rush challenge on TikTok, don't rush,
exactly,
no touch.
That's so real because during that time,
they did a slow-mo challenge on TikTok.
People were making fun of like it was a very serious situation, but humans found a way to make. We're having fun with that very serious situation.
Make up a challenge.
So let me say something about the title of the song, "Frog in Boiling Water." I wanted to say that before they started rolling, but like, so the frog in boiling water is an idea of. So if you put a frog in boiling water that is already boiling, the frog jumps out immediately because it can feel the heat. Yeah, so it jumps out immediately. But if you have a pot of water, you've not lit it, it's not boiling yet, and then you put a frog in it, it'll stay in the water, and when the water starts heating up, it'll feel the heat, but it won't jump out. It will cook in that water because it was comfortable for the frog when you put it in the water, but like as the heat starts rising, it's feeling the heat, but it can't really tell when it's now dangerous for it. So it will relax in that water until it cooks. So that kind of gives you an idea of what the whole message of the song is. It's like seeing things break down, collapse, and like just being comfortable.
And not knowing when we get to that point, we've now become zombies.
Yeah. So to the third verse, the third line. So burn the books. Don't you see history begins right now with you and me? So Burn the books is talking about history, what we've known so far, and because we're always looking, you know how like sometimes some things happen and we're always looking back at old tradition, religion, how things have always been, but we're living in the present. This is our reality. The past is the past, but our present is, this is what's happening now. This is history, is right now. Yeah, so
History
like
is right now.
So it begins with you and me, as everything. If we're going to save ourselves in the future, it begins right now.
Right now.
With you and me. So
History is right now. I love that.
So we go to this.
Sorry to add something here. I love this burn the books. Don't you see? History begins. So it's like, I feel like burn the books is like, because we rely so much on history and the past, forgetting that we are making, like, forgetting that what we're currently living right now is a chance to make what the next wave of history would be. So especially when you think about it, when I think about these burn the books, I don't mean to, rain on anyone's parade, but if you notice, there's a lot of reliance on nostalgia these days. And I'm like, if there's, like, you're seeing reimaginings of old films and it has become so rampant these days. I'm like, so what are we creating now that people can that people can look back at and say, oh, what was made around this time is nostalgic. Do you think about that?
I do think about, because a lot of the things we make now are forgettable. Especially when it comes to the music.
Art in general, a lot of art.
Art in general.
Arts.
A lot of what we make now, they're
like,
forgettable.
Please, you know what? Can we burn all the books? Like, can we leave all those things of the old, all this nostalgia? And can we start creating things now? Because history. Right now, it starts now. So are we creating things now that people want to recreate 50 years from now? Think about that. Burn the books. There's a sweet line about this in this song. We'll do the song next. She said, burn all the files. That's hers. But that's what this
always love Taylor Swift songs.
Burn the books. Really, I love that.
Because
like, really, are we thinking about history? History. Don't you see? History begins right now with you and me. Exactly.
Because it's also about the rules and the laws we've made. Because sometimes you read about like criminal cases and like your common sense is telling you what justice should be in that case, but then there are all these roadblocks because of laws that are in place. Because how are you telling me that somebody commits like a heinous crime such as rape, but because it's been like, because certain measures had to be followed, that person doesn't get to serve some, like, it's also burn the books is also about that, about like all this, sometimes
some things are stale and distinct, like it's we can stop referencing those,
because,
and make something that suits.
Justice is like, it comes from the conscience, what is right and what is wrong. Sometimes the law, because let's think about it, there's so many things that like before this generation they made sense as part of the law,
and now it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense because people we are more aware or more conscious of things, so it doesn't make sense anymore. So
I agree.
So like history begins with you and me. It's right now. It's the conscience. It's like, let's rewrite everything. So let's go down to the chorus. Wasted all the commons, eluded golden calf.
I read. You wanna take
let me take that first.
Okay.
So I think this is wasted all the commons. I think this is talking about. So wasted all the commons, eluded golden calf. So now the wasted all the commons is talking about everything that nature has provided for us as humans, and that's air, materials like wood and all that, everything that we need to survive that nature has provided. It's all wasted because now the looted golden calf. The golden calf, as you know, is a figure in the Bible that the Israelites built. So like So these wasted commons now, these commons, they are now a looted something that is now being worshipped, like the golden. This is talking about capitalism. How we are monetizing everything. Some things that should actually be for free, they're now you pay. Like I think we did something where we're talking about how everything you pay for everything.
Subscription, yeah. That's in the video from last week.
Yeah. So this is talking about like how we've commercialized life,
paying for water
to the point where we now like everything is worshipped. Everything is kind of like now has a sacred in not even not even in a good sense.
Has a transactional undertone.
Yeah.
In a way that takes away that.
Something that is meant for everybody is now a looted commodity that is only meant for you if you can pay the price for worship. Ivory towers and ivory crosses. So this is because ivory is a material that is. Well, before you get ivory, you have to poach elephants. It's from their tusks and everything. So ivory tower is talking about the academia, and then ivory cross is talking about religion. So the religion and the cross. Ivory towers and ivory crosses. My livelihood is rotting in your hand, man. So because it's a very real situation where we see, because a lot of the times when we're always crying for religious bodies to talk about how the government is. So because it's a livelihood, and sometimes these people are responsible for lives.
Because for the most part, when you think about, say, Jesus Christ in the Bible and everything, he was a leader, we are followers and all that stuff. So a lot of we look up to this thing. So now in a world where now this modern world, there's no Jesus Christ, right? So we think about, okay, who is the next in that sort of authority? Pastors and the religious leaders are supposed to be those figures that can. So that's sort of why. So when people say, "Oh, why you guys always saying pastors or whatever?" I'm like, because when Jesus Christ was in the world, based on their Bible, that was his responsibility. So if you wake up today to say, "Oh, you're a pastor, you've been called by God," blah blah blah, you automatically have that responsibility.
So this part is talking about how they've like turned a blind eye. They now serve a select few instead of actually the people, the masses.
It's something that's sort of it's not something we've discussed before. Maybe it's something we can discuss next week. I think that's sort of why I've not read it in detail. The Pope's statement on AI. It was he did a very long, I think 27,000 word essay on AI and how the whatever will work with Anthropic, blah blah. I haven't read that, but I found it was interesting that someone like a religious leader having thoughts or whatever on such a thing. So it makes sense.
It makes sense.
It makes sense. So it makes sense.
This is it's what do I call it? Like trying to make these people, because sometimes they control. You know how we say money and like influence control society. Sometimes where this influence lie is in places like this, in religious bodies. And then when you talk about academia, the ivory towers, these are like people who have the keys to educational and technological advancement, and sometimes they exist just to serve a certain few, a select few. Let's talk about like big pharma, for example, how they've been getting a lot of accusations of like making the cost of medicine an accusation. We have to cut that out, yeah?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Okay. So how they've been getting a lot of accusation about how they're making the price of medicine, just healthcare, expensive, because they want to profit off it, making people sick. People get sick and they want to they want to profit off it. So like, our livelihood is in your hands, man. Like,
but it's been now so commoditized.
So that's the whole body of.
So that's like so it's like not calling on, but like saying I think I like what he's doing here, which is like he's trying to highlight the impact of institutions in certain things, even institutions that you don't think they hold weight or influence towards certain things, but they do. Like you've highlighted, religious institutions do. So yes, it's actually okay to call on your pope or your pastor or your whatever on certain issues when they are social or cultural or political decay. Big farmers, for instance, or big farms as well, is this thing. Big tech as well, all these things. So institutions basically, or that, I like the use of ivory. Like these are, I think it's sort of used to. It's sort of used to depict not some. What I don't know what the word is, but maybe prestige. Maybe prestige.
Yeah, because ivory is a monarchical. When it comes to,
let me see what that word means. Ivory
is it's material from the elephant's tusk.
It's typically prized for carrying the is really necessary to protect indigenous species. The term also as white color. So it's basically it's not something you just get so randomly. I would still call it something like sort of prestigious. Something is sacred.
Yeah.
I don't know what the word is, but it's just not something random.
So yeah, that's what that part is talking about. So let's go down to the verse.
So let me just read it again. Just so wasted all the commands, deleted golden calf. Ivory towers, ivory crosses, and my library is writing you. And this is pretty much so T, because when you go online right now, at least from where we're coming from right now, there's a lot of call to religious institutions, who we expect to be weighing in this matter, and they're not weighing in the way that you expect, and you're like, I thought
there was just sometime last week when people were really there's a popular Nigerian pastor who is like aged, but like in the past we've seen him kind of like advocate for some leaders, questionable leaders, and now that we are in this dire times,
in the boiling water,
exactly in the boiling water, that we actually need these people to start speaking up, and that pastor, that man of God,
he's trying to exempt himself.
And
all of a sudden,
the body, the church came out to say something about how do you expect this individual to be the one to speak, and that was so Nigerians reacted.
So it's like they want to be selective with their responsibility.
Exactly, because
girl,
if you were able to do so in the past when nobody even asked you, what makes it difficult now?
You're the man of God. You're a man of God, and the Bible, and man of God is according to the Bible, whatever. God looks after His children. Blah blah blah. You have claimed to be the man of God that God called, so you are the people's mouthpiece. Whether or not you like it, you have to accept it, that the day you call yourself a man of God, one of your responsibilities is to be the mouthpiece of the people. Else you're no different from the people. The reason why we're following you. So why are we following you? Why are we calling you man of God? Why are we revering you? Why do we have thousands of people coming to your this thing? Is it to give you offerings? No, it's not just to give you offerings.
Or when you take this entire chorus as like, you kind of like
that's I'm pissed off now.
Yeah,
like, what do you mean?
A very dark
I'm
reality.
like, my livelihood is rotting in your hands, man. Nigerians are dying, literally.
Yeah.
And they can't now they've not made it look like Nigerians calling on certain institutions to even speak up. It makes it look like they're asking for too much.
Oh my God. Wasted all the commons. I said the commons here represents things like food, air, water, these things that have been made for humans. There are countries that war-torn countries that have no food, no water, no shelter.
The world that we're living in, actually, Nigeria doesn't have anything.
Somewhere around the world, food is something that is being wasted. Like, we're talking about data centers and water. Like, water is being... I don't know what that is about yet, but like, in this same reality, there are places where all of these things have become something that is so prized, and then there are other places in this reality too where like this, it's common, it's wasted, It's wasted.
Ivory towels and ivory crosses, our livelihoods
It's in your
is
hand.
in your hand. It's rotting in your hands. And I'm saying this from a place of, I'm internalizing it. But yeah, let's carry on.
So carry on. So the verse 2, the future came and everything is known. There is nothing left to say. Show's over. Take me home. So the future came. Everything is known. Everything is known. So now this is like, so the title of the song, Frog and Boiling, like what I said earlier. The frog doesn't notice when it's dangerous for it if you put it like in a lukewarm water before it gets hot. But this is saying it's not that kind of situation, because we can actually see the end from where we are right now. We're seeing where all of this is heading towards, and we know everything. We can predict the end.
There's nothing left to say.
There's nothing left to say. There's no warning that you want to give.
The die is cast.
Yeah, exactly. The show's over. Like,
Take me home.
Let's start doing something already. So, do you have anything?
I think that's giving resignation, when you've sort of resigned to fate.
Yeah.
Which is where a lot of us, like in the country, have really sort of gotten to.
See how fast we move on from these things happening.
Yeah, like now, when like things go bad, you know you can't even call on the government. You know you can't call on whatever, because you're like, I mean, the future. I mean, it's here. Everything is already. There's nothing left to say. So it's about taking me. So it's like, it's just, I think it's giving resignation.
Yeah,
that's what it's giving me. It's giving me resignation.
So
far away,
distant lands, see the world. You can see the world with a big gun in your hand. I think this is kind of like a reflection still about, because
I think this is giving me hope. Giving me hope whilst you've resigned to fate, there's still hope of, far away, distant lands. There's still hope of you. I think this is my interpretation. This is giving me hope of, still like hope of either one ever making it out, or hope of, what it could in an ideal situation. It's a sort of reflecting on what an ideal situation could be.
Okay.
But I think the easiest thing is it's giving me hope of, like, because relating to like our situation with the country, right? That's why everything is going on. You still have this hope of someday you sort of make it. Either you make it out, or we make it out of this mess. Where we're not able to now see what the world, and enjoy the beauty of what the world is with a big gun in your hand. I don't know whether a big gun in your hand is that bad. But it's just giving me hope. It's giving me introspection. Is it introspection of what could probably be?
Okay,
that's what it's giving me.
I think if I take all of the second verse as a whole, it's giving me, like what you said, resignation, and like the future came, everything is known, and this far away, distant land, see the world. You can see the world with a big gun in your hand. It's the way I'm interpreting it is like how when everything has finally collapsed, we will resolve to actually now start
looking inwards.
Invading other people, like going places and taking over their lands, and like, because with a big gun in your hands, it's giving like invasion. Because far away, distant land is giving, you're going to see the world, but like you have a gun in your hand. So invasion, like
a coup.
Because if we've lost everything, the only thing that will be right in front of us is the next person.
True.
And because we want to survive,
that's true.
We'll start like the next person.
Well, I feel dumb now for my interpretation. But I hear that I guess what sealed it for me is that with a big gun in your hand, because really, that's the big explanation.
So yeah, the next person becomes like an enemy, because you have to possess them and take away their resources and take away their lands, so because you want to survive. Because when the world ends, when the apocalypse hits you, it's like the next thing is survival. And when it comes to that point, you have no friends, you only have enemies.
You know, this is giving a lot of the things that's going on around Africa right now, you know, with a certain country saying, "Oh, go back to your land, else you come and," you know, it's giving that. It's giving that. It's giving. This is what those people are trying to warn that kind of. You people are destroying your own home country and coming to our country, blah blah blah. If we don't put the right, if there are no right checks in place, people come to this country and come and take over, blah blah blah. So this has, I mean, I'm probably tripping right now, but it's giving that. But that's the fear of. I don't know call the country's name, but that's the fear of this. Like, oh, immigrants are illegal immigrants are coming to this country to come and do this, come and do that, come and do this, come and do that.
Yeah.
So instead of fixing your country, and I say if we don't have the right checks in place, there will now be an influx of them, and they'll turn this place into something else.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, while we're being patriotic or whatever, we know that there is like that could like it's not impossible.
Yeah. And then there are other countries who are saying that they deserve some certain lands because of some rights that was I don't know.
So there's really that thing of when you don't fix, you know, your whatever and everything goes to ruins, you start looking at the next person's own, and then at some point you want to do it forcefully with a big gun in your hand. That is so real. I don't know. I also don't want to call it an African country, but like, let me be honest. Ghana.
Yeah.
You see how some Nigerians behave in Ghana, for instance. It's like it's their place. You know, I have families in Ghana, and they even talk about like sometimes you see these Nigerians behave there. It's not this thing. So that's sort of why, if you notice, I'm probably not going into that, but you get what I mean.
Yeah, some things I want to say, but I don't know what that's going to
say. It if it's not this one, we'll cut that.
I mean, like, it's also how like Gaza now, for example, and Israel, and we're watching, so it's like still all of what part of what the song is saying, how like all of these things are happening, and then we're watching, we're just going online to talk, but then in the scale of things, we're actually just watching things happen. We're having fun forever watching all of this, making a certain president of a country actually made a video with AI and like kind of like saying what the AI video said. Actually, is actually calling the president's names, and I don't say, but in the video it's giving a sense of actually repossessing that land that belongs to some people, to the Palestinians, repossessing that and making it a park.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, so like it was such.
So this is a socio-politically conscious song.
Yeah. So,
but it's not on the nose.
I like that part.
It's not on the nose. It's not on the nose. It doesn't sound you're revolting, you're rebelling. It just sounds like a sort of conscious song that if you're not smart, you're not gonna get it.
It's more about how so, because the song is highlighting all of these things but it's more about how we are letting it happen. We're watching the world, we're watching the apocalypse reach us. We're actually orchestrating it, we're bringing it here. So it's I was thinking about everything that has been happening, and I was playing my playlist, and this song came on, and it just felt just made sense for that time, and like was actually why I picked the song. So like, but DIIV as a band, I love them so much. I love shoegaze, and they're like one of my favorite
bands. And there's the other one, shoegaze, and there's the other one,
black gaze.
Is it black
metal? There's
we did it in the Deaf Heaven
Yeah, it's black metal.
Black metal.
Yeah, black metal plus shoegaze.
I mean, you go back to watch that video because we sort of did the umbrella one and the subgenres and the likes, but it's okay.
Yeah. So
and then the chorus, I think basically repeating chorus, wasted all the commas, and losing golden calf, ivory towels and ivory. I'm gonna use this ivory a lot in my vocabulary moving forward. Ivory towels and ivory curses, my livelihood is rotting in your hands.
Yeah. That's
so fucking real.
It's dark when you think about it because these are institutions that are in place that's supposed to like kind of stir humanity to more, and then but they exist to serve a certain few, a select few who have looted the commons and made it something to worship. So this was a good one. I love the writing and like how, like I said, it really lays socio-political consciousness without being so on the nose. Absolute love. Ivory towers and ivory crosses. My livelihood is rotting in your hands. Love. So thank you so much, Alex, for taking us through these lyrics and for introducing us to the band. As if you're not familiar with the band DIIV, and for the song Frog in Boiling Water. Let me know if this was worth it for you. I hope it was. And what do you think about this song and the lyrics and the subject matter? Please do let us know in the comment section. I think this is probably the first time I'm also saying something like comment section. Let us know what you think about everything that's been going on, or what particularly has been your own
take on this whatever. And I hope do well to check our previous videos because we put in a lot of work into making those videos, and we're putting a lot of work into making them possible for you every week. I mean, even for doing it for us. Sorry, so don't think you're that special. And do well to subscribe to our channel as well. I'm not begging you to, but I know you will. So soon enough, you will.
This has been lovely.
As always, again, I'll confirm if this is our 10th episode, and if it is, you're gonna hear from me about it. Yeah.
We're going to drink that soda on the next episode. Like for real. Berry Blast Poppy, every soda possible. I'm gonna have a variety of them here. Because it's not easy, and if it's easy, you said you can try it now. But thank you so much for tuning in, and do enjoy the rest of your day and enjoy the rest of our videos. Ta-ta!